Amend the Mass Media Group is California Capital's premier YouTube channel focused on reparations, dedicated to political advocacy and apologetically aimed at shining a spotlight on our righteous justice claim for reparations.
The way it currently stands, forced labor, slavery takes precedence over rehabilitation and public safety.
Oh, by the way, while the Biden administration gives reparations to everyone but free people, look at the billions he has run over to Ukraine.
We don't have black grocery stores because if you think about it now, just to get in that supply chain, it's almost unheard of.
They don't want the truth to get out. Okay? I don't want to know what my family did or what all these people did and all this stuff like that. Okay? You read that 500-page report.
There's this thing called white superiority and black inferiority. That mindset allows all of the behaviors that we've seen across generations, allows for the construction of these policies and practices and systems and structures that continue to oppress us. This is not a handout. This is a debt that is owed.
You know, Allensworth was like the internet of his time in 1904, 1905.
The total black population in California is about 2.6 million, and then of that, the descendants compose about 2.2 million of that. So California, with a multi-billion-dollar surplus, can absolutely afford to satisfy the international terms for reparations, beginning with compensation.
Any financial obstacle that exists that impedes the success of increasing financial prosperity needs to be dealt with and eliminated.
No matter where we've been, no matter what part of this fight we've been in, we've been harmed, and we've had harm done to us specifically.
When I got to Los Angeles, this was some of the worst segregation I'd ever seen. And remember, I'm telling you, I'm from Mississippi.
Because as you can see, I'm giving you broken history right now, you know? But I had to give it to you guys today. I said, no, I got to show them this because it's so precious and nobody really knows about it.
Black people don't have that kind of luxury. Our historically black communities have been redistricted multiple times.
Now listen, if you can't handle the TR roof, don't tune in.
Write your thoughts, dreams, and affirmations into existence with this powerful, practical reparations manifestation planner. Put 2023 plans into action with purpose.
The proofs are hot off the press and look fire, fam. Perfect planner to write reparations manifestations and any other New Year's resolutions, goals, and achievable aspirations. It's been stated, if you want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book or write it down. Let's break those stereotypical trash tropes.
Conjure our justice claim collectively in 2023. Believe it and achieve it. Cut the check. Reparations Now Planner. Available now at Amazon.com. Write it into existence this year with fam and friends.
KKK have done, you know. I know all the things that they have done with the insurance company, the slave masters and all. Now there's something taking place right here, right now, that people can't see. And that is that package that you have there. That's a Ku Klux Klan move there. You know, that's a Ku Klux Klan move going out to other business people and everything about us and what we said in front of the task force. That's a slave master's thing, Ku Klux Klan.
So, Bishop Williams, if I can ask you, can you elaborate? You mentioned about being a slave on the slave person. Can you elaborate on your experience and like what happened?
Yeah, I thought it was a job. I was in the unemployment office to get a job. And people was in there and they said, wasn't no job, employment office didn't have no job. There were some people in there said they need somebody picking oranges down in Florida. You know, I'm in Alabama now. So I took the job to go pick some oranges. But I just want to make some money, you know what I mean? Being a youngster and everything. And if I couldn't give my mother any money on a Friday, I didn't feel good. I got sick, you know, did something to me. And so I took the job in Florida, picking oranges. Leesburg, Florida. We got down there 12 o'clock at night and everything. And we was hungry. They wouldn't give us no food. They took us down to where people stay. And the sheets that's supposed to be white, they was black. And all the guys in there was one man in there up in his 60-something years old. He had been there since he was a boy. And then the people get to talk to me, and I told them, I said, I'm not going to stay here. I can't stay in a place like this. And they said, man, you don't you try to go nowhere, sucker. Because they told me about all the young men been killed trying to escape. And that 2 miles straight from the road that we went down on each side of that street there, black bodies is buried there. They killing people for trying to escape, shooting them with a double-barrel shotgun. And so I went out one day picking oranges and scouting out, you know. I was a runner, you know. And I said, you know, I can't stay here. And I'm checking things out. And that third day, I got up in the tree and looking out and checking things out. And I said, I'm getting out, boss. And I just went to walking out in the woods and things. And they hollering, that's far enough, that's far enough. And I said, no, a little bit further. And then all of a sudden, I made my move. When I made my move, they started firing 3 shotguns firing after me when I took off, you know. And I mean, I'd run so fast, so hard. And I run like this, you know what I mean? And that's how I didn't get hit. I run the edge because that's the way we had to run from them long snakes. And we taught how to run, you know. Them long coach, they catch you, they'll beat you to death and stick their tail up your nose, make sure you're dead. So we was taught that from a child up, what to do and how to act and how to run and everything. So I jumped over alligators and everything because I run inside the water all the way to Leesburg, Florida. And every once in a while I would go up and I can see the traffic on the highway. And I can see the people driving by with the shotguns and dogs in the truck. I know they couldn't track me inside the water. Then I went back down and take off again by the water. I got to Leesburg, Florida. But I still have a hurt in me about what happened to me. And I'd run up in a black barber shop full of people, black men. And I just knew now I have some help. And I went in there and they told me, and I told them what happened to me and what I just did. They say, you have to get out of here. If we get caught in here, we'll be in much trouble as you. And they didn't wait for me to go out. They put me out. They strong on me and put me out. And I had to duck and dodge, and so I don't get picked up by them people, because I watch out for them. And I finally got to a telephone booth. I called my brother in Philadelphia. He working night, so he was home. I told him what happened, and he sent me $35 to go home on, and wired it to me. At that time, it takes about 3.5 hours for money to get to you. And I waited there until about almost 5 o'clock. I went to the Western Union, and the money was there. And I was able to sneak around and to the Greyhound bus station without being caught. And I walked up to the one and told the guy, I want a ticket for Dothan, Alabama. He said, there's the bus leaving right now for Dothan. The guy crunk it up. And I got in that bus, and my ticket got in that bus, and I went all the way to the back. And every once in a while I raise up, and I can see them people out there with driving trucks and shotguns and the dogs in there looking for me, you know. But I'm just blessed. The Lord blessed me to get out of there.
So Bishop Williams, if I can ask, just so we totally understand, do you remember what year around this happened?
1953.
1953.
In the summer part of the year.
And could you just explain to us one more time where this was at? One more time?
Dothan, Alabama.
Dothan, Alabama.
Where I was living at that time. But it happened in Leesburg, Florida. And Leesburg, Florida didn't have but one stoplight there. And the Sunquist Orange Company, great big company, was right there on the right side there. And I believe the Sunquist Orange sponsored all the people running the slave camps. Now, I stopped drinking Sunquist Orange after that. If I ever get the money, I'm going to pay people to go back there. I hope I get enough money for people to go back there. I want to dig them bodies up, because I went down, I got away, and I did what I told them I was going to do. I went to their mother and father, some of them, and told them what I was going to do.
Well, I think we definitely need to have restoration of our lands, especially, our elders who have definitely passed on and transitioned. So I just want to ask you one more question, if I can, Bishop Williams. You mentioned the Freedmen's Bureau, and my organization and a lot of us advocates are actually pushing for a new Freedmen's Bureau, updated Freedmen's Bureau. Can you explain to us the concept of the Freedmen's Bureau in history and how you can see how it would benefit those who descend from U.S. chattel slavery?
Yeah, the Freedmen's Bureau is land and money that's owed to blacks, okay? Land and money, so, and also it just hits something large. It just like that, 40 acres of mule. 40 acres of mule come out of a budget of the 30,000 acres of land for the African Americans in that state. So that 40,000, that 30 and that 40 acres come out of that 30,000. 40 acres is for different families, but it come out that 30,000. You see what I mean? Now, my grandfather, my great-grandfather got his 40 acres. But he had children old enough to get it to. Had families, you know what I mean? They should have got it. Didn't get it.
Well, Pastor Williams, I want to thank you for your journey
and you're keeping in this fight. You know, we're going to definitely keep in this fight for you. And I just want to tell you, you know, on behalf of the mass media group, that I appreciate you, sir. And we're definitely going to get the word out. And is there any words of wisdom that you want to tell the younger generation in terms of reparation advocacy?
Yes.
Wrap it up here?
Yeah. Stand up straight and speak up. March up. Because this is the fight here. The only way we can win it is by being truthful, you know, and speaking on it, you know, because I got something going on there in Oakland now. Got to film me a lot. All over Oakland, I have all the proof. The whole city of Oakland was a big slave camp from 1850 to 1900. When California became a state, it became a slave state. I have all the proof of it. Oakland, California, the railroad companies and the Port of Oakland owes black people in Oakland a lot of money. So I have a plan to build a black Wall Street in Oakland. Big plants. I want the Eastmont Mall, where the Warrior used to play. I want that. I want to buy that on the Coliseum. I want all the Coliseum. And Eastmont Mall, I want that for blacks. I want to buy that so and put all black businesses in there. I have planned all that. Building a black hospital in Oakland. Also, I drove trucks for 18-wheelers for 40 years. And I hardly see another black person on the highway. But today I want to build from 40 to 100,000 18-wheelers, trucks, but blacks in the driver, and use a lot of them to help build the trucks. Okay, and I want to see people raise up, stand up straight, speak up, wear a dress code for jobs, for school and everything, because I want my plan to build both, you know. Now during the 80 Cypress Freeway crisis, these people, they had to haul a lot of blacks out there, and they would fine them like mad, because the blacks didn't know how to talk, didn't know how to act, didn't know how to dress. And I went out there and had a meeting with all the contractors at that time, the 80 Cypress Freeway. And here's what I told them. I don't want you to fire no more of these guys. And so what I want you to do is give them a day off. Somebody that you need to fire, give them a day off. And rather than fire them, I say, and send them to me. I'll send them back the next day, and they'll be job ready. And that's what happened, because I taught them how to act, how to dress, and everything of that nature there. I got them job ready. Sent them in for one day, and I sent them back to people. People put them back to work. So I did a lot of them like that. And the white man that was on 12th and Pine had a big trucking company. He gave me his office to work out of. And he moved downstairs with his son, give me his office. And because of that, the Caltrain owed me almost $200,000, and I haven't got it yet. I'm gonna let him to put that in court now. They're supposed to done paid me, but God is good, you know.
Definitely. All right, well, you know, Bishop Williams, once again, thank you for your time. Thank you for your words of wisdom. We'll definitely be in contact again. We'll sing this video once we post it, and appreciate you. Now, we have this wonderful gentleman to your left here.